Hello everybody, it's me, Nightable Cub. I was just playing Rainbow Six Siege. I noticed that I was really bad at this game, like outrageously bad. And I thought I should just go find the cheapest mouse and keyboard dongle on Amazon, and then I'm just better. So I saw the one that I wanted to buy, and I purchased it. About 2 days later, it arrived in the mail. So after it arrived in the mail and opening the package, the box is definitely not the best looking thing out there. Unraveling it was very basics. You got a box, opened it up, you had a little bit of saran wrap, more or less, around the dongle itself. Pulled it out of the box, it's easy. It came with one instruction manual. It was about 2 pages. And the first thing it said was plug and play. It's a plug and play device. Once you plug the controller in, then you're supposed to plug the mouse and keyboard in. Once that's done, the lights will indicate that it is activated and plugged in after you plug it into the console itself. And you should be able to start using mouse and keyboard. So the first game I decided to try out was no other game than itself as Rainbow Six Siege. The most controversy one about mouse and keyboard use. So after booting up Rainbow Six Siege and getting all the settings tuned in to where I liked it, I gave it a go in Terrorist Hunt. It went okay, of course. Definitely the dongle isn't really receptive to the mouse input as good as it should be. It was very jerky, as you can tell with the gameplay here. When I was taking corners, I tended to jerk a lot, or it would just be off center. The mouse input was a little off. I tried to tune it later, but I couldn't get it. Definitely was a game like Rainbow Six Siege, since I have it as a classic of drastically increasing the speed of the mouse. So the farther you move it, the faster it turns. Now, it's a bad thing when you're trying to use mouse and keyboard, since mouse is very precise. It's a bad thing. And for trying to use mouse and keyboard on console, you need to figure out a good in-between for it. Of course, I didn't, but I was able to pick up a few kills in Terrorist Hunt and not have too bad of an issue with the mouse itself. The keyboard input was definitely weird getting used to, having my 2 bumpers right next to me instead of my leans like on PC. But definitely it wasn't too bad. I give this probably a 6 out of a 10 for being able to at least play the game with it and not it freezing or dying. Now, I died in the Terrorist Hunt, of course, because I just wasn't paying attention, and it's very hard to flick. And then after that, I decided to move over to the next game that doesn't have mouse and keyboard support either for console, and that is Apex Legends. So let's move over to that.
Welcome to Apex Legends. I am Bloodhunter. You can call me Bloodhound. Let us begin with basic movement. Complete the checklist on your HUD.
So after booting up Apex Legends, the movement definitely was way better compared to Rainbow Six Siege. A little more responsive with the buttons and a little more responsive with the mouse accuracy. So again, aim assist added a big downfall or inconvenience while playing Apex. The buttons for the keyboard felt fine. The movement felt great compared to the version on PC. It's definitely very responsive. There was still a little bit of misdirection with the mouse because the sensitivity is wrong. Plus the default mouse layout is a little screwed up, so I had to switch it. And the default key settings for the D-pad is also very weird. So how to figure that out, and it doesn't tell you in the manual what the default is, sadly. So you have to kind of just click random buttons to figure it out. But once you do figure it out, it took me it took me a little bit to understand what was the up on D-pad, and then I went ahead and just used my controller instead because it was just simpler. Once I got that, I moved over to the weapons. Definitely the weapons in this game, they feel great just like the same on a controller or a mouse. With aim assist though in the game, it limits you how much you can move with a mouse. I'm sure you can disable aim assist somehow in Apex, but I'm pretty sure you can't. I haven't looked this up or checked it out, but it limited a lot of my movement in the game with mouse. So if you watch how my crosshair is lower, it's just because I can't get it the same level as I need it to be normally when I'm playing Apex. I switched over to the wingman and see how any better. It was a little better with swinging, but overall it's not the greatest. Definitely Rainbow's better overall. Like Rainbow's just better for shooting because you don't have aim assist in that game compared to Apex. Hit firing with a mouse was pretty easy. It's just the same thing as, you know, normally playing a mouse and keyboard. Again, aim assist is such a problem if you try to play a game like this. And then again, keybinds are the worst. The default keybinds for this mouse and keyboard dongle or mouse and keyboard device, it's just really bad designed overall with the menu system, how to swap its pages. There is a bunch of different presets that comes with it, but none of them are any good, and the presets are more based for COD, so it doesn't give me the greatest feel while playing Apex with like the COD presets. I was able to jump just fine. Overall, it worked. It's what you get for a cheap mouse and keyboard dongle straight off Amazon. Like, what can you ask for? Something that's only $23 gives you able to play mouse and keyboard on your console as long as you have a keyboard and a mouse that you can use. It also says that you're supposed to use extra power to the device itself, but you don't. It's just plug and play. But hey guys, that's about it about this dongle itself for being the cheapest thing you can buy on Amazon versus how practical it is. I say it's a good in-between. It's definitely not what you used to get off Amazon that was like really dirt cheap and it's not worth the money. This is definitely, if you want something you can clown around on or even use it for a Nintendo Switch for that mouse and keyboard, definitely a good start to go. For the price point, worth it. It's 20 bucks. I mean, you can get that around pretty much anywhere. And for its usefulness in Rainbow and Apex, it's a good 5 out of 10 for both games. I give it a 6 earlier, but I'd say it's a 5. And again, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe. I also have a Discord. It'll be in the link in the bio. If you would like to join, chat up with me, message me, feel free to tag. I will personally get back to you as much as I can. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Peace out.